Welcome back to another video. For today's tutorial, you are going to need a number 4 size yarn. As you see here, I used a Tweed. I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. You will also need a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. And I don't show it here, but you also do need a tapestry needle. So we're going to start off by chaining 67. We are going to be working half double crochets for our first row, and you don't have to work it into the back bump like I am. I just prefer that look because it makes it look cleaner and you can't tell which way is up or down, and I personally prefer that look. It looks more professional, but you don't have to do that. So we're going to go into the second chain from the hook, and like I said, we're working a half double crochet in the bump. At the end of this row, you should have 65 half double crochets, not counting the chain 2. To start the next row, you're going to chain 2, you're going to turn your work, and you're going to work a half double crochet into that very first back loop that you see right there, into that very first stitch. You're then going to work a half double crochet in the front loop of the next stitch. And then you see you have the 2 loops back here. That would be the top of your half double crochet. But you see that loop that is facing you? That would be the 3rd loop. And you see in the back you have your V-stitch. That's how you know you're in the right loop. So then you're going to yarn over, and you're going to pull through, and then you're going to finish your half double crochet like you normally would. And then on the next stitch, you're going to go into the back loop with another half double crochet. And you're going to work a half double crochet in the front loop and a 3rd half double crochet in that 3rd loop. And this is the pattern of stitches that you're going to repeat till the end of the row. Back loop, front loop, 3rd loop. You're going to finish off this row with a half double crochet on that 2 chains that you did from the previous row. You're going to turn your work and chain 2. These chain 2 do not count. You're going to do a half double crochet in the back loop of that very first stitch, and you're going to work half double crochets in the back loop of this row. And I just want you to stay aware of your stitch count, especially because the beginning chains do not count. For this tutorial, it's 65. For the next row, we're going to chain 2, and we're going to be doing a half double crochet in the front loop of the stitch. We're going to do a half double crochet on the 3rd loop, and then we're going to be doing a half double crochet on the back loop, and we're going to follow this pattern throughout the rest of the row. So front loop, 3rd loop, back loop. For our next row, we are going to chain 2 and turn our work, and we're going to be doing half double crochets in the back loop throughout the rest of the row. We're going to chain 2, we're going to flip our work, and we're going to go into that very 3rd loop, and we're going to do a half double crochet. We're then going to work into the back loop of the next stitch, the front loop, and again on the 3rd loop, and that's the pattern we're going to be working on. 3rd loop, back loop, front loop. We're going to chain 2, turn our work, and then we're going to do a half double crochet into the back loop of every single stitch all the way till we finish the row. Okay, at this point, I wasn't sure how high I wanted the headband, but this is what I have so far. This is 17 inches long, and I find that that is a very good size for me to wear as a headband. And that is actually worn across, covering my ears. And then height-wise, this is about 2.75 inches. So at this point, I decided that I wanted to do about 2 more rows just to see how high it was going to go. And I started my other row with a back loop, and then I did a half double crochet row. So just if you're going to keep going with this pattern, remember it's back loop, front loop, third loop, and you should be fine. So I think that's what the game plan is. I'm just gonna do 2 more, a back loop and a half double crochet. And this is the finished result. It ended up to be about 3.5 inches, which I think was a really good height for this headband. If I really wanted to, I could have done 2 more rows and it would have been fine. In case that you don't want to do a half double crochet at the end, you don't have to. If it's going to be just too wide, then you don't have to. I'm sure it's going to look just fine. Don't forget to leave a long tail, just about how I measured it here, about 3 to 4 times the length. Before we start sewing, don't forget to weave in this tail. With the right sides facing each other, you're going to fold the edges like this and try to get them as close to as you can to half and half. That way the edges look clean and everything looks even. So you should have something like this, a pattern where it's 2 C's interlocking to make an S. Okay, so try to get all 4 of the panels or all 4 of the sides. That way there's nothing that can be hanging or loose once you flip it over. So I just like to go a couple of times, just back and forth. The first time all the way through and then make my way back so that it's perfectly secure, and that way I at least have gone over it at least twice, and just try to go over the edges and you should be fine. This is going to create that nice little knot effect. Once I kind of have gone a few times, I'll just start weaving in that end. I just like to make sure that I didn't miss anything, because while I'm still there, I can go back and try to catch it. But if everything looks good, then I'll just start weaving in that end and just going back and forth on the pattern, just making sure everything is secure. Once you're done, you simply flip it over, and y'all, I think this is beautiful. It gives it such nice texture. That whole going back and forth into different loops, and I don't know, it just looks so cute. I know that the yarn choice is probably not the best to showcase the texture, but I really wanted a headband with this yarn color, so I chose that, but I really like it. To adjust the size of this headband, it doesn't matter what stitch count you use, but if you're going to use this stitch in the flat, then you have to use a multiple of 3. If you like this tutorial, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, and if you want to see more tutorials like this, don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so much for being here. Have a good, cozy day. Thank you. Bye!